all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Modz, and we are continuing this week with our Marathon Spitfire build. So we are going to do issue 97 of Build the Mark 1 Spitfire. And yes, there's a lot to do in this issue today compared to previous issues. Yeah, we're working on the tail of the aircraft. And we're going to be putting a few bits on. Now, I've heard some bad things about this issue of hinges not lining up and, yeah, general problems with the aircraft. So I think it's one of them things today, if we come across it, we'll have to deal with it. But I'm fairly looking forward to this one. News on the Spitfire, if you didn't see my channel update, is that I'm only doing one Titanic, which is my subscription Titanic. Because the news agents has currently let me down fully. So I will be doing up to issue 120 of the Spitfire. So I will be getting all the diorama parts and also installing them onto the display. So that is going to be very, very exciting. But today's about issue 97. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, let's get started now. I've taken the bits off the sprues, like it's asked to. Now it does say in the magazine where to cut and where on it, and we need to make sure that we've got these little notches on this black part here. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to glue these together. So I've got my glue thing here. Oh gosh, that was tough getting that off. Let's get me a bit of glue into my tray. Don't think there's a lot of gluing today, but yeah. So I'm just going to put a bit of super glue just on the pegs. Heck a day where I'm not shaking badly. Okay, so I'm just going to move that to one side. Now we've got the super glue on. You can sort of see where the shape is to put this on. But we'll put this together. So it just clips into place really. Okay, so we've done that now. So what we need to do next is we need to get a rod just like this and these hinge bits. And we're just going to put these bits just on this rod here. Fantastic. Excuse me. Right, so next what we need to do, we need to bring this part here. This is labelled L2. And we're literally going to be fitting the rod on here. One of them's just come off. I hope this is easier than the wing flaps. Okay, so that more or less is going to sit in there just like that. Okay, so the bit that we've just made, this bit here, that's going to sit in here. That's like a section. And then what we need to do, we need to get the lid of this and sort of put this on. Now, it is asking us to glue this top part on, so I'm going to do that. So just bring across my glue again. I'm just going to put a bit of glue in the pegs. Okay, so that's now glued in on there, and then we can put this over the top, securing it in. Just like that. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to repeat the process for the other side. So, again, I've taken the pieces off, as you can see, and we just need to glue these together. One. Right, so I'm just going to put these two pieces together. Don't fit as snugly as the last lot, I will admit. The last lot was a really nice snug fit, but they're together now. So we'll bring over this bit. We've got to basically just repeat what we did previously. Bit fiddly, but a Spitfire has always been one of them builds where it's been fiddly. So I wouldn't expect anything less of it right now. No, it'd been fiddly from day one, I think. Right, that's come out, so let's try again. It reminds me of when we did the ailerons for the wings. It's coming off, and it's a bit of a nightmare, but I'll get through this. Got no choice if I want a working aircraft. Okay, that's now in place. Okay, so we need to take the bit that we glued previously. Let's just see. So it needs to be the light green side up. Oh, it's quite dark. Right, okay, it needs to be this green, brown side up. Okay, and then we need to put some glue on the pegs. I need more glue. No, I should have enough. Without holding it down, I kind of knew that was going to happen. I'm getting, yeah. Right. Okay, and then we're going to put the top on. Darn it. Easy to fix. Okay, so that's now fixed, sorted. Right, so the next thing we need to do is we need to bring the aircraft up. So we'll do that now. It's behind me here. Okay, so we're working on the rear here. They're here. Sorry. Right, so we need to apply these. So first one, we're just going to put on just like that. And then we've got the second one here. Just making sure it goes in. Which it does. Fantastic. Right, we're really getting on with things now, which is great. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to bring our this bit. Now I'm just checking, fit the lower left tailplane panel labelled L2. Yeah. Beneath the horizontal tailplane, the 3 pegs on the part fit into the holes in part 6802. The brackets 9715 fit also into the slots in the parts. So right, this is where people have been having problems with things not lining up. But as you can see, my hinges have actually done quite well there. So I'm actually quite chuffed at that. Okay, so this is a bit that confused me the most of all, but we will go through it. So it says in the magazine, remove the cable grip labelled L from the frame, which I've done. Pegs on the end of the tailplane fit into the holes in the cable grip, holding the wire taut. Glue in place the cable grip in place. Use a pair of side cutters or similar to trim the wire close to the block. So we need to get, just move it down, this wire here, and it's literally just going to sort of fit into there. So, right, so I'm just seeing how this goes. It sort of sticks out a little bit. So it's going to go. That can't be right, surely. So it's sort of going to go on like that with the wire inside. Okay. Right, so this might be easier said than done. Right, so I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to apply a little bit of super glue just to that point there. Try and get this wire, because I did have problems with this wire. So let's get some more super glue in the tray. Now this does have to happen on both sides. So what I'm going to do is just bob a bit just on there. Then I can pull this. Might be better than some pliers, I suppose. I just want the wire to be held in place just for a short time so I can get the rest of it sorted. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, so the problem we had with there was it's not staying in place, but it is doing now. So I'm going to apply some glue to these pegs. As per the instructions or destructions. And I'm going to put the pegs on. be too hard if I have them the right way around, of course. Right, I have noticed a little bit of paint in one of the holes here. Let me just see if I can get that out with a cocktail stick. Nope, that needs something better. Let's see if this works. Sort of work it out the other end. Right, okay, that should be enough. So it goes on this way. On. Clips into place. I'm just going to put a clamp on that while that glue dries. And basically now we need to do the other side. So joy for us. Okay, so right, so no, we don't have to do the side yet. We need to actually finally place this part on. So, which is going to clamp it all down. I'm just reading the instructions whether this needs to be right, so push it into place. I'm pretty sure that's much a push fit. Yeah. Right, okay, so if we'll start working on the other side now. So again, we're just going to repeat the process of what we did earlier. Make sure they are in. Now, this is where people said they were getting alignment problems, but I don't think I've got any of that, which is great. Right, so let's have a look at the glue status on this one, and yeah, again, the same thing of we have got a blockage. Right. Can I get away with it? No, I'm not going to be able to get away with it. Right, we'll try and do what we can with it. So again, we're following the sort of the same principle here of the other side. This time, I've got much more to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some glue and glue the pegs. Okay, so grab our aerial wire. Bring it round. In fact, if I were to bring that off, that then around into place. I know it's going to be taut at that side. Then put this in place. Put a clamp on it. Okay, maybe not. I'm gonna push down. put a clamp on it, just like that, just let that dry. Then I'm sure I can bring this up taut. And we won't have any problems. There we go. It wasn't too hard, wasn't it? Cut off the excess. Then get our other piece. Oh, hang on, I need to make sure them hinges are in. Then get this top piece. And then that's done. And that was a much easier way of doing that. Wow. And would you believe that's it for this issue? Now, I am aware that if you apply pressure in certain places, things are not push fit, but I can address that at a later date. But that's that issue done. That was much easier than what it could be just by doing that. So yeah, I'm really pleased at that one. So that is issue 97 complete. Well guys, thanks for sticking with me on issue 97. Yeah, it went together a lot better than I thought it would do, to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't have any alignment problems for the hinges, and everything went smoothly. And I think the trick with that cable really does help, of putting the cable on and then fitting the panel. That is an absolute game changer in my book, because that's so much easier to do. And yeah, I don't know why I didn't think about it in the first place on the first panel, but we live and learn all the time on this Spitfire. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future videos or updates. But as for always guys, stay safe and bye for now.